Hi, everybody, and welcome to another amazing interview with one of my gorgeous, gorgeous parent clients. Hello, Shari.
Hi, Cathy. I'm so happy to be here today.
Well, thank you so much. I know it's the end of a very long day. You've got two twin girls, and you've been racing around doing lots of mum things and lots of dog mum things and all sorts of things today. You've been very busy. I do appreciate at the end of a very long day you coming on and talking to me. So thank you so much for that.
Yes, it's my pleasure. I'm so happy to be here.
So, Cherie, you are a parent of these amazing twin girls, and you came into my orbit, about 2 years ago, I think. And we
Yeah,
started
during COVID
communicating.
time.
That's right. Yeah. And we instantly made a connection, which was gorgeous. And so we've had several sessions together. You're in my parenting community, which is amazing, such an important part of that. So I just wondered if you could speak to your experience of our time together.
Yes, I have been so blessed and fortunate to have met Cathy. And um, we met, as she said, several years ago through Rachel Waite, who was another wonderful spiritual healer. And I just couldn't be happier. She's been amazing with helping me along the path with my wonderful, beautiful twin 5-year-old daughters that I have. And I'm part of her parenting group, and it's just been amazing. I've met so many wonderful people through her, and it's such a blessing. And I feel so privileged to be part of her orbit. So I'm
Thank
so happy
you.
to be here.
Thank you so much. And we've had quite a few sessions where we've gone into deep conversation about some really amazing issues about child rearing and communication and connection. And what I love about you always show up with a curiosity and this courageous heart of receiving information, receiving guidance, and then discerning which way forward that you need to go that suits your family. But what I love about you is you're so open to having those conversations. And I do feel that some folks get locked in sort of a fear, like we will all want to be the best parents we can be to these gorgeous, gorgeous souls that have blessed us in our lives. And I've found in the past that parents have been so scared of being judged or guilted or shamed um, by society, by coaches, by professionals of some kind, because they may have made a mistake or they feel like they've made a mistake or whatever, which is such a shame because for me, we're all going to make mistakes, if you want to call them mistakes. I like to call them rich learning experiences because I feel like it gives us a nice segue into growth and forgiveness of self and the ability to be fluid in our parenting approach and understand that things are going to come up that we've never experienced before, and therefore we can reach out and get help and guidance. And I do feel that conversation is shifting now, particularly out of the back end of COVID, where you and I met in the peak of it, where parents have held so much, just so much of their own trauma going through COVID, desperately turning up for their kids so their kids don't come out traumatized from the whole experience. I mean, it's been a lot.
Sure has. And as you said, I feel like the second I met you, we just had this amazing connection. I felt so comfortable with you. I felt like our old souls were reconnected again, even though we had never met, at least at this point in time. And COVID really hit hard on a lot of people. And with my daughters and I, this was my husband and I got married late in life. So this is our everything. And I grew up in a very loving, warm, affectionate home, and I was very blessed. And I wanted to make sure that with COVID, people were so afraid to touch, and people were so afraid to get in your space, and people were so afraid to have relationships and friendships and anything out of the sorts like we grew up having. And I wanted to make sure with our girls that we emphasize that no matter what happens, I still wanted to be able to help them to become loving, kind, passionate, caring, beautiful souls that they are, and feel comfortable. When we went to the girls just started preschool this year. When they went to preschool, I had told you this story, and they were such huggers and, you know, and lovers, and we want to make everybody happy. And they went into school and everybody was so standoffish, and all the kids were afraid to touch and were afraid to, you know, be loving with each other. And I've been so blessed to teachers, and the students are now all, when they come into school, my daughters have showed them what love is, and they all hug each other hello, and they hug each other goodbye, and it's such a difference. And I know you've helped me a lot with that as well, so I'm blessed that, you know, I'm able to be part of your group where, you know, we feel so comfortable and have such amazing guidance from you to
Thank you.
emphasize that.
But what I really want to highlight there, Shari, and thank you so much for those kind words, but what I really want to highlight there is you show up as a leader for your family. And at age 5, your girls are already stepping into leading their little communities by modeling everything that you have poured into them since birth. So I thank you for the compliment, but I really want to put that back on you and say, everything that you've invested in your kids, all the conversations that you've been having, your ability to reach out when you feel you need another perspective, or it's you know, another viewpoint or some guidance, and then bring it back and really craft that into what suits your little family, your little world. You know, that's the reason that your girls can step into that situation and shine at age 5. I mean, it's mind-blowing that they're already
It
stepping
really
into
is.
these leadership skills, and it just shows me, and it makes me so excited, because these are the years that will pave the way to what they're going to be like as teens, right? This is all the foundational work that you're doing, and you're already laying these amazing pathways for the girls to step into their leadership roles however they want that to look like for them. And you know, we've had the conversation before where we said that's not always necessary academic for all kids, you know, but to step into their God-given skills and innate talents. And you know, some kids that I've taught or coached over the years have just been incredible connectors, like really seeing the gorgeousness within each person and connecting them, and really shifting the experience. And that is so important. Like, we need to be changing the conversation of what leadership is and how we instill that into our girls and our children, not just our girls, our children. And you do that so beautifully.
Oh, thank you so much. And I really do feel how important that is. And I am really focusing all of my energy on that with our girls. And I think it really does show. Even when my daughters see somebody in dance class or somebody in their class that's sad, or they haven't met a lot of friends, they go right up and introduce themselves, and they pull them in and bring them as part of the group. And it's just been such a blessing to see that. And I
Mm.
want to continue to, you know, have you mentor us so that we can continue to, you know, perfect this and make this better for all of the children. So they all have this, you know, foundation, which is so important.
What I really love about your approach particularly is, number one, you hold yourself to the highest standard. Number two, you hold your girls to the highest standard. And not in a negative way, not in a you shouldn't, but in a, hey girls, this is what's happened. It didn't work too well this time. How could we improve that next time? What did we learn from it? How can we use this as our rocket fuel for success?
Right.
And really what you're doing is such a gift, because you're seeing the huge potential within each child and going, hey, this is where you are right now, and that's okay. But you know what? This is what I can see for you, because you're kind, you're clever, you're funny, you're strong, you're all of these things. And so let's talk about what happened this time and see how we can make it even better next time. And I love that so much, because the conversation in that is so important. Again, for someone who has 2 adult children and I still have 3 small children. I've had the whole experience and still having the whole experience, but I can see clearly, and I see within my clients, the conversations that we have with them from birth absolutely pave the way of how they show up into adulthood.
So true. So true.
And it's such a gift. It's such a gift. So if there was somebody watching who was considering joining our amazing community, our little village that's so supportive and nourishing and loving, and I just love that container, what sort of guidance would you be able to give them?
I feel that if they could come and be part of this amazing community, I just feel like it's such a blessing and so grateful to be part of it. It has just helped me fine tune things and just have someone to turn to when I'm not sure which way to go. And everyone's been so supportive and so understanding and have had such great advice. And it's such a loving, warm community that for anyone that's interested, please give it a chance. And please know that it's such an honor to be working with Cathy and her team. It's just really is. I'm so grateful. I'm so excited when we have our meetings, and I get so excited, and my girls get so excited when they can come in and pop in and say hi too as
little
well.
cutie pies. Yeah.
And it's just been such a great experience. I can't say enough wonderful things about this experience I've had with Cathy. And if you are on the fence and you're not sure, please just give it a chance, give it a try, and you will not be disappointed. I promise you.
Oh, thank you so much. I love that. And I'm really grateful to you taking the time and sharing some of your journey. And, you know, what I love about our group is it's super safe. I love that. And we've got the highest integrity and honor and respect of each other. And we had a conversation not long ago where we went very, very deep and serious about an issue. And the next minute we were laughing. And I love that we just hold space of that whole human experience, you know, and it just happens so naturally and organically. And there's just complete trust within the group.
Yes. And you can't have anything if you don't have trust. And trust is such the key to foundation. And laughter is the music to the soul, as we know. And just taking things and knowing that they're serious, yet being able to find the humor in things. It's so important. As I was reading your email of your story the other day, it was just so touching, and how amazing, just amazing. God, I really believe that God puts people into our lives for certain reasons. And I feel so blessed to be part of this group. I just can't say it enough.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, dear friend. I really appreciate your time. You're such an amazing person. And we are the ones that are blessed to have your energy in the group, because you're just a gift. So thank you so much for taking the time today.
Thank you so much.